Hi, welcome back or welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over Bullet Point Builder. It's a plugin by FX Factory. You've seen me do sort of reviews / demos of some of the plugins in the past. This is not sponsored by FX Factory, but for disclosure, they did provide me with a copy of the plugin for free. So, let's actually get into it, okay? I made that intro and stuff so I could show you guys basically, and it's very important to actually have a good intro with stuff, be it stuff like bullet points. Bullet points actually do add quite a bit to a video. They can add stuff like make it so your audience can actually see what you're doing or what you're going to be talking about. Give the video a more professional feel to it and help make it so your viewers are less likely to click away. Now, the way it does this is the fact that, well, I'll just show you, okay? As you're seeing me hover over this right here, in case you're wondering what video is in the background, it's actually a video that I just did not too long ago. It's part of a clip from that video, how to create LUTs in Photoshop. Feel free to check that out. But this isn't about that. This is about the fact that these are bullet points. As you can see, the different bullet points. Now, one of my favorite bullet points, if I can find it again, actually this. I actually enjoyed this bullet point. So let's drag this as well. We can have multiple bullet points. There's no law against having multiple bullet points the last time I checked. So we have that there. We want to move this. We simply use this to move that. We want the, this one I have selected. We don't want it to say 1. We want it to say 2. So we say it 2. We don't want it to, certain, we don't want it to say that at all. So we just, say stuff. And that's all we want to say, stuff. Nothing too big. So what we will do is we'll actually change this. And then as you can see, it goes off screen, but that's okay because we can just do that. And then we can sort of center it in the way. And, say we want a different font. We can actually select whatever font we want from the fonts we have installed, which is actually very cool. Same one with this. We can change here, but that's not all. As you may have noticed from the beginning of the videos, there's also titles as well. Okay, titles are actually very good for, I'm sure you guessed it, titling stuff. Like, say we want to go with this overview thing. We want to move this here. So it's up above here. We could also move it down, but I think this works here better. That's just personal preference, however, but you don't really move it right on screen controls. You can actually just move it from these controls if you much rather. Usually people like to get used to using moving stuff like this way, just for sake of getting stuff. And we want to type I T I T A Y. I technically, we want to change the color so it's more closely represents, and let's go with this. Okay, there we go. And then we have that there. We have a nice, if we play it back, we have a nice on-in animation, and then we have a nice out animation. Say we want to go a little bit quicker, so, we would just take off the out animation, say we don't like it. So then if we go back and play it, you'll see that it only does the in animation. And after that set amount of time, it just goes off screen. We can actually shorten that time here if we so wish. And then there you go. Now, that last one is actually called background, and it's pretty interesting. Okay, I was actually playing with this one a little bit before, So you guys can probably see what's going on. I'm going to cut these here. This background, look, I'll disable it, enable it again. So this background is basically adding like a bunch of effects to it type thing within its own. Let's see, color on off, and the color black so it naturally fades. We can change the tones. If it's dual tone, like we have on, we can pick the colors, we can change the opacity, we can even change the blur amount. Say we don't want it blurred. So this is basically like your built-in blur black and white effect thing. We can even turn off black and white if we wanted to. Of course, we can drag it as well, however far we want. And then all of it is just like that. And let's see. It technically has a built-in and built-out animation. As you saw, it was that smooth build-in, smooth build-out. But if you don't want it as smooth, that's okay. You can just turn them off. I put something like this. It really just depends if I want it on or off. But and then it flashes to that. So me personally, I'd probably keep the build in and build out on, but that is just me. And yeah, that's basically the plugin. Now, there are other things that you can play around with, and all of these are customizable. You can change the colors, and whatnot as you want. And yeah, link in the description below to this plugin. I actually decided I want to make a video on this because I honestly firmly believe that, adding style and stuff to your video actually engages with your audience, adding like visual effects and stuff. So, if you can add visual effects in the beginning and throughout, or somewhat in the end, and this, I'll show you a bonus, okay? Real quick. This may be, okay, interesting, but you can actually put it down here. Okay, and say you wanted, I know these are bullets and not titles, but you can use them for whatever you want. So let's say we want to make a top 5 list. And top 1. Let's see, and then we will have the top 1 be Dragon Ball Z. Or, whatever. And then, we could change the color to whatever we wanted. And of course, we probably want this color to match. So we'll also change it, change this to match this. And finally, change this to match too. And yeah, that's just it with that. Hopefully, you guys found this helpful. Let me know in the comment section below if you found it interesting, if you like me going over plugins like this and whatnot. And yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.